Still doing the 75-hour challenge. I did not quit by any means. I'm just changing the titles because I'm losing the exponential growth. I stopped growing, so that's not good. So I'm gonna start changing things around until I get back on the horse, because right now I feel like my channel is on the struggle bus, which is fine. It's part of life. Plateauing is something that you will always come across, no matter how well you're doing. My biggest plateau of all time was in Counter-Strike when I was playing esports. Actually, back then I wasn't even into esports yet. I was just playing ranked games, and I got stuck at the third highest rank, which was Legendary Eagle Master. And I was there for, I think, more than a year. I spent more than a year in that rank, which is absolutely crazy. And the way I got out was I just started mindlessly playing. And so at the start I was like, oh my god, I got this new amazing rank, Legendary Eagle Master. I've never been this high. Let's play less, therefore get less experience and improve slower. Let's play less and let's keep the rank. And then by the end of the same year, I was very, very confident about my rank, and therefore I could play more and therefore gather more experience. And eventually I was fed up with my rank and I wanted to improve, and yet I was still like kind of stuck. And so I was forcing the games to be played more and more and more because I wanted to get out. So it's like, even if you feel like you're stuck, perhaps the period of your life is just accepting that identity that you have, that new identity, that new, shiny thing. You get it, and then you kind of accept it. And once you start being fed up with it, then you will try to force yourself to grow even more. And that's when eventually you will grow. So don't hate on the plateaus. They're there for a reason. They're plateaus in your life are there for you to learn from them. A lot of times things are happening in cycles in life, and you have to change some very, very subconscious behavior patterns that you might have. For example, I had some subconscious behavior patterns with my parents where I would just act like a child whenever some situation came up. And so I had to see and start changing my behavior on purpose, just because I understood that if I don't, I will never be able to get out. I will be forever basement dweller. So I do have to change something about this, and I do have to start changing my behavior. You are always looking for, porn. That's the behavior that you have to find the root cause of, and that's the behavior that you have to overcome. And some people will be stuck trying to do NoFap streaks for the rest of their life. Now, I'm not even joking. Like, some people, they might give up, but the problem that they have is they don't see that it's not the NoFap that's the problem. They are lacking the ability to see some type of behavior that they're doing, and it has nothing to do with porn. Outside of porn, they're doing something that is sabotaging themselves to a point where they're just unable to be free of this thing. And so this might be just, you submitting into some very toxic relationship, and you are only able to feel like you're fine when you're watching porn, when you're in a very bad relationship and you already have that habit of watching porn developed. That might be the only way. Yeah. And you don't see that for some reason, or you see, most people who are stuck and who don't tend to change aren't the ones who are very dumb or very stupid. They're actually very smart people, and they subconsciously understand, or sometimes even consciously, that they could change, but it would cost them so much that they'd rather stay the same. But of course, this is a foolish choice, because in the long run, they will always gain more than they lose. However, they're unwilling to take that immediate loss, that terrible feeling, maybe breaking up with someone, maybe moving out from their parents' house, or stopping the interaction with their friends. They're unable to make that because it's too much pain, it's too hard. And then, because they don't make that choice later down the years, their life just keeps getting worse, and they're using porn as a kind of a crutch to help them along life, but they will never learn to kind of walk, figuratively speaking. They won't learn the real way to, not only to do NoFap, but what I'm teaching, which is don't just do NoFap, actually change your life. NoFap is the tool that will give you the power to see, and my magic, or how do you say, holy trinity of habits, meditation, exercise, and journaling, will give you the ability to do something about what you're seeing. If you don't like it, you can change it. And yeah, that's the point. Just change your life. Don't just brag about having like a streak, whatever. That doesn't matter. Are you changing your life or not? Are you making the behaviors that got you to the point of being addicted to porn? Or are you doing the behaviors that got you to your first 90-day streak, your second 90-day streak, or however long your biggest streak is? Because chances are, if you're doing the things that got you to a good place and you keep doing them, your growth will be usually exponential. You will be much, much, much happier later down the line. So that's my 2 cents for today. 75 hard day 11, and I'll see you tomorrow. It's probably worth more than 2 cents. It's probably worth more than 2 cents, dude. It's probably worth more.